Hi everyone, Kevin here from the Online Visibility Agency, and today we're talking about website mistakes part two. So we've done part one, part two, we're moving forward with what could we be doing better on our website. Now, obviously websites is something that I'm really passionate about. It's something that I believe every business should have. People expect it these days, and it's our unpaid worker, if you like. It's our worker that never needs to sleep. They do the job as we tell them to do it, as effectively as we tell them to do it, and they'll go with no complaint. So let's look today at content and what type of content we put on our website. How do we do it? How often do we do it? And all of those types of things. Because often people want to build a website and go, it's done. We've finished now. It's complete. And let me tell you, let's have a wake-up call here. Websites are never finished. Websites are an ever-evolving area for your business to grow as you grow. And that's the way they should always be. When you start off probably with something like a 5-page basic site, home, about, contact, services, that type of thing. And maybe even a blog area. And then you progress as time goes on, and that's the way that it should really be. It should be something that grows with you as you move forward in your business. Which is why constantly changing it, constantly doing new URLs, new web addresses, and all of that is not a great idea, because it's not going to help you build that authority that you need, get it indexed properly, get it found, and get the type of traffic and conversion that you're looking for. So when we talk about content, go and build our 5-page website, arrowmarketinglab.com. By the way, if you want to get a free website built over there, you can, by all means, jump in, 30-day free trial. Anyway, enough of that. You go off and get your 5-page website done. What do you do after that? Well, the first thing is you've got to make sure that it's set up so people, one, know it exists, and two, the search engines know it exists. Now, Google does have tools to facilitate this. We have something called a sitemap in most sites now. It's quite a crucial part that's really unknown of for people outside of the web development industry. And what it does is it's basically one page, and it lists down all of the links that are, and the pages and the posts and all of that are in your site. You go off, you submit it to certain places, and it goes, oh, we've got this, all these extra things. That's really great. We'll go and have a look every now and again. Sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't. We do have to prompt places like Google to say, you know what, you've not been over to my site. Come and have a look. I've put this new page on. You've not told anybody it exists yet. So there are ways and means of doing that. And I'm not going to get too deep into that right now. So we start off with our site. We start off with our sitemap, and that tells people that it exists. We then go off and we put that onto our social channels. So we have to tell people like LinkedIn, like Facebook, this is my Facebook page. By the way, I've got a website if you want to go and look. Now, a smart move on this would be that you would create a page per social channel. So you know when people go, they've come from LinkedIn or they've come from Facebook. That's quite a bit of work. So most people will just put their normal home page there, which is better than having nothing. So if you've got a decent homepage, a really good, hard-hitting homepage that does its job well, that's absolutely fine. If it's not that great, then maybe put in specific pages in your bios on your social channels is a better option for you. And that comes down to you and where you are right now. So we have our pages. Then we have our blogging area. And of course, blogging is one of the things that we love here at the Online Visibility Agency. It's a really powerful way of getting our message out there, showing that we know stuff in our businesses, and being able to get ourselves known as, I hate the word authority, but as somebody that knows a bit more than the average Joe. We're in a business. This is what we do. How do you know we do it? Well, because we talk about it and we demonstrate our expertise, our experience. So that's what we do. And over time, that builds up into a bank of information, that bank of information that gets found wherever it may be, providing, again, we tell people it exists. So what most people will do is they'll go off, they'll write an absolutely fantastic blog post. They've gone into a lot of depth, maybe a 2,000-3,000 word blog post. They've gone very deep into a particular thing. They'll post it on their website and they'll go, oh, it's brilliant. And sit back and go, now I'm going to let all of these conversations roll in. And it never happens. Why doesn't it happen? Because one, the sitemap and Google hasn't done its job properly. So we've not actually told them you've just published this. so it doesn't get found on search. Number two, we've not told anyone on our social channels it exists. We've not gone on and look at this great blog post that we've just written. Go and have a look. Or we've only done it once. And that again can be problematic because not everybody is on social media at the time that you post, and it's very easy to miss a piece of content that goes out. So we have to do these things repeatedly, and we have to almost have a process in place to make sure that when we are updating our site, and we should be doing this regularly. I'm not going to tell you what regular is because you're going to ask, and I'm going to tell you it's different for everyone. But there should be a strategy in place as to how you can manage or have a team in to manage for you the update process of your site, so it does get found properly, it does get shared properly, and regular good quality content gets put onto your site to build up that bank of information that says, yeah, you're good at what you do. Otherwise, it becomes what's known as a brochure site. A brochure site can work in some instances. I know one guy, he doesn't really like doing anything online. He self-proclaims himself as a dinosaur in the digital world. And he has a website because his customers expect him to have a website, but he doesn't really do anything. Everything he does is by meeting, very, very old school, telephone and face-to-face and all of that stuff, which has its place, of course, in the big mix of marketing in the business world these days. However, when we do stuff online, we do get a far bigger reach with far less expense stroke effort, because we can put a blog post out and get 500 people read it within 24 hours. I can't make 500 phone calls in 24 hours for sure. So it's really important that we do work to a plan, make sure we've got in place. If you're struggling with that, then you need to sit down, have a think. Remember, I've got my checklist stroke quiz that you can go through for your website stuff. If you're struggling a little bit, looking at it, going, oh, I don't even know where to start. It does my head in. You know, I hate it, but it does stuff, or it doesn't do anything, and I love it. And all of those things in between, which I've heard all of them. And ultimately, what we need to remember, and this is the critical part of this, is a website is a business tool. It's a business tool that does this certain job that we ask it to do. Or multiple jobs. Some people use it literally just to get out their business, their brand, so they're not overly concerned, generating £10 million worth of sales each week, whatever it is. On a trickle of leads coming in via a lead magnet or whatever that may be. There's all sorts of reasons why you want to do it, and a combination of reasons. But it has to start off with knowing where you are right now, what you've got right now. If it's nothing, you need to talk to me. If you've got something and it's not where you think it should be, then just stick a comment in checklist. I'll ping you over our checklist. There's no sign up or any nonsense like that. I'll just send it to you. You can go through it at your own pace, and it will give you an idea of what's going well, what's not going so well, what you may be needing to address with your site. And this is the thing. If you don't know, if nobody says to you, have a look at this because that may be causing you a problem, then you're never going to know that's what it is, because your business isn't what we do. So that's the purpose of the checklist. It will just gently guide you through. You can have a look. And if you get stuck with any of it, you know where I am. But have a think about it. Think about your content. Think about how you are promoting your content once you've put it up. Is it doing its job? If the website's been a lazy website and it needs to kick up the backside, comment checklist, have a look. Let's kick it together. Have a great day. See you soon.